the game audio never recorded, so I placed the music and sounds in myself. So, sorry if it sounds off at points, and not because the game is just off itself. Welcome back to the show, Warlocks. This is your friendly neighborhood Warlock Kadash, and we are back to Doki Doki Literature Club, a nightmare game that's just really putting me on edge. It's not even that scary, it's just, I don't know what it is about it, it's really getting to me. Any random thing. I get goosebumps on my body. I don't like it. So yeah, I look back at some of that text, and the last thing she said was, I was in the black text. I was just bathing in your body heat, and there was E at the bottom. But we're really getting some insight into her thoughts. All right, you really do apologize, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slap my desk up against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. No, please don't. I suppose so. Mrs. Doubtfire closes her copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Just please stop. I feel like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. This is gonna get bad. Mrs. Doubtfire takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Mrs. Doubtfire slides it under her thumb after flipping to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Mrs. Doubtfire's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. I'm sure she's enjoying the warmth of my body just as much. Are you ready? Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Mrs. Doubtfire's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Mrs. Doubtfire no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn of my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Mrs. Doubtfire, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking of the way she second-guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were thinking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. Oh god, the look on her face. I don't like it. Did she have that face before? No, I don't think she did. So, I don't know why that came into my head. Mrs. Doubtfire, are you feeling alright? I'm just dreading this. Mrs. Doubtfire has been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Mrs. Doubtfire puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her own heartbeat. I didn't even notice. I'm alive. Anyway, I'm fine. Please stop making that face. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Mrs. Doubtfire stands up and practically brushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Marky Moo, did something just happen now? I have no idea. Mrs. Doubtfire was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything, do you? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. It's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other?
Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd just get started without her.
Is that okay?
Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off on the page and slip it back into my bag. Huh. So it's just Monika and Natsuki. Okay. Well, last time we read the poems, nothing really creepy happened, but I can't rule anything out in this game. I'm also done with Monika's voice. It is going to kill me, so I'm just going to give her the other voice I had.
Hi again, Marky Moo. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that, as long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika.
Alright. Great job, Marky Moo. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't really expect you to go for something that's so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some effort into it. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that... Wait, did I write something for Yuri? No, I picked way more for Natsuki before. That's weird. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally just detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, it's probably a much more intriguing place for her. That's probably why she's so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starving for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets a little too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for time alone. Suddenly the door opens. Mrs. Doubtfire.
I'm back! Did I miss anything?
Not really. Did you have a good time? Did you have a good time drinking some of your own blood?
Why, yes, I did. Thank you.
Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We need to have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monika. I suppose
I should
get my poem now.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Is this the same one? Wait. Letters are missing. Beautiful. Beat. Colors. Flesh. The letters are missing. Missing. The noise won't stop. Constant tangent. Like playing a chalkboard that... Let's just read the whole thing. Save me. The colors they won't. Bright, beatful, colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and delicious cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent. Wait. Gradient waveforms. So squeaking. I still hate the Q on that. Stops in cousin tangent. Like playing a chalkboard onto, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. What the fuck? Meaningless? Delete her. Hold on a second. Okay, I thought they might be taking letters from these to make this. Okay. Ah! I feel embarrassed every time I get surprised by that. I'm just, like, expecting everything to go bad at any moment. And I was gonna play Outlast 2 after this, but now I'm just like, I'm like, fuck it, no, I'm not doing it. I can't play 2 horror games in one day. This game wasn't a horror game when it started, definitely. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm giving her old voice again. It just doesn't sound right without it. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You ever know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Okay. We're gonna do this and we're not gonna get freaked out. That's my advice for it today. So, she has to be a character through the game designers. That proves it. Alright, so we're gonna end today's episode here. Thank you all for watching. We're gonna continue this crazy cacophony of, like, just scary crap. Or not scary crap, it just... It leaves me so much on edge. And very uncomfortable. But I'm going to continue. Bye-bye.